Hello, future dancers, and today we are going to be talking about a new math function that you may not be familiar with. It's something that's very popular in coding, but we don't really see it outside of coding in the same way that we see it here. So if we look right here, we've got some of our basic functions. We've got addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then we have the percentage sign. That means modulus. Modulus is a function that finds the remainder of two numbers. So we are looking for what is remaining, how many times a certain number can go in to a larger number, and then what is left over. This is an important function because we can use this if we are sorting stuff into groups and then we have an uneven of numbers of entries, so we have a different size of groups. We can also use this if we're deducing true or false. If you are finding a modulus of an odd number or an even number, if it's an odd number, you'll almost always have a modulus. So we can use it basically to find out if we have a certain amount of odd or even numbers, which may not seem significant, but we use this program in a lot of different scenarios, and we'll get to some of those later on. But for now, we are going to try using a print statement, and then we're going to put modulus in there. So if I say 6 modulus 2, we can read this as how many times does 2 go into 6? So, very easy. How many times does 2 go into 6? It goes in 3 times, which means how much of a remainder do we have? 0. We have no remainder. Oh, I got an invalid syntax because I have this text up here. Now when I run it, we'll get a remainder of 0. So we can now change this. If I say 6 modulus 4 and I run this, we are going to get a remainder of 2 because 4 will go into 6 once with a remainder of 2. Pretty simple, but a lot of people get tripped up on this. So take your time and work through the problems very carefully. Try to think about what would be the answer and not just rely on Python to give you the answer because they can be very different. So if another trick that I want to show you with modulus, if you have something that is 2 digits, let's say 51, and you do a modulus of, let's see, 10, you are just going to get the last digit that's left there. So when I run modulus, I reduce that number just to 1. This may not seem important, but it is when we are considering making lists with larger numbers and trying to order things. By using the modulus functions, we can make lists and index faster. And we'll get into indexing just a little bit later on. But this same principle works even if we bump up these numbers and we check to see how much would be left. We can still use 10. We can run this modulus, and we're still going to reduce this just to the last number. So you have a couple practice problems on modulus. Take a look at those, see how they work, and ask me any questions if you have any questions about modulus. Thanks for watching. See you later.